Okay, welcome back to part 3 of the Puff series. We're going to show you a different combination. I did with flavor, I did a concentrate, and now we're going to go with a more sweeter liquid, then also add an additional ingredient after the cooking process. So what we're going to do is CC More Liquid Betaine. It's a derivative of sugar. It has a sweet taste to it. A lot of nutrients and also amino acids are in this. That way the carp are going to search them out. Carp love anything that has like an amino acid release to it. Carp love. Now this is a lot thinner, so you got to be a little bit careful not to overly soak your puff. And we're going to add a little bit of that. And then our final thing is we're going to sieve over some fruit zest concentrate. It's a really fine powder, and it's kind of like a citric taste to it. And like I said, with concentrates, they're really potent. So you don't want to add a whole lot to it. It's just going to add like a little different flavor profile to your puff in general. And you can add, there's a lot of other concentrates that they make in a powder form. So we can do some of those later on, but I just want to give you some different options of what to do. Now once this comes out of the microwave, it's still going to be hot and tacky to the touch. So that's when we're going to hurry up and put some of this on. And it doesn't have to be the entire thing coated. Just add a little bit over top just to give something a little bit different and hopefully give you an edge over the competition. So let's get started and show you how easy this is. Okay, all we're going to do here is start with our liquid betaine. Keep in mind this is really a lot thinner than a concentrate, obviously, but just add a little bit of that in. We're looking at about 10 mLs there. And you can actually smell, like, even I'm about 2 foot away from that, right away you can smell that. It's a really nice sweet smell to it. And go ahead and add in our puff corn. And don't let it sit too long, just kind of shake it around, that way it doesn't really soak in too much to one side. So shake it up. I'm going to shake this for like a minute or two, then we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and popped the lid off, and you can see there's a nice glistening the whole way around, and as you notice, there's no liquid left. It all absorbed into the puff. And if you'd ever take off the lid and there's still liquid left over, don't keep shaking it. Usually I'll shake it for about 2-3 minutes just to make sure it's evenly coated on here. If you find yourself you have extra liquid, go ahead and just add in some more of the puff corn. That's going to absorb up any extra liquid. That way these do not turn soggy on you. And now what we're going to do here is they all look pretty nice. And just throw them on the plate here. Spread them out. They actually are spread out pretty good here. And again, we're going to microwave them for 10 seconds. Then I'll add on the additive, which is going to be the fruit zest concentrate. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, back to the microwave for the third time. Just cranking out the puff videos here. So put in, like I said, I usually put in for 11 seconds. But we're only going to do for 10 seconds. I find it easier to stop it at the 1 second mark. So we'll go ahead and do that. And those will stiffen themselves up on the outer coating. That way they'll last more time in the water, and then they won't come off. So we're pretty good here. And you can actually film right out of the microwave if you want. You can feel it's pretty good there. So right away we need to put our other additive on before these cool down. Okay, before these cool down, usually I say let them rest for 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put on our additive, which is the zest powder. Now I'm just going to take a sieve and just go ahead and go over them. Now you don't want to just dump it in here because it's going to be way too much. Just take like a teaspoon and just go over top with it. Now you can see definitely not all of them are coated, So just start to shake them around your plate here. And the whole reason we put the sieve over it is you can see there's a few larger pieces that gets rid of those. And then also it's just so you don't have one giant clump on your puffs. So you can move them around at your hands at this point. And just try not to really squeeze on them too hard because they are still a little soft because they're warm right out of the microwave. So just kind of shake them around. That way you can get all that fruit zest concentrate on there. And you can see they have like a white coating on it now. And then you're good to go. So now because that was hot, it's going to really stick to the outside. So once it hits the water, it's just not going to come off. Now if you try adding this on when they're cold, it would probably just come right off on you. But since you did it while it was warm, you're good to go. So like I said, put in a little Ziploc bag, take them to the lake, and you're good. Okay, so that concludes part 3. Like I said, liquid betaine. It smells awesome. Like a really nice sweet. It's a very unique smell. I mean, the best way to describe it is sweet, but once you smell it, you'll understand. And again, you get 500 mLs of this for a price, and you're only using about 10 mLs for a batch of puffs. And then the fruit zest, you can buy different sizes of that. And grab that here real quick. And just a fruit zest concentrate. You can see that. And then that's what we put over our puffs when we're done. And that just clings to the puff basically. And you can see here. And again, put that in a Ziploc bag. And when you feel these, they feel pretty good. They definitely have a nice outer coating to it now. Like a nice skin, I guess you can call it. So that's part 3 of how to make some puffs. And like I said, when you take these out, if you added too much liquid in maybe, just microwave them a little bit longer. Just don't put them in there for like more than 10 seconds at a time, just because you'll probably end up burning them because they are fine. It's a puff corn, so it's going to burn quicker than anything else. So that's the last thing you want, is having a bait that smells burned. So just put them in 10 seconds max, let it rest for like 2, 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, just so they cool down. You know, adjust them, maybe try them in, I'm a tank back there too. You can always just do a tank test to see how they hold up. And then, yeah, throw them back in the microwave just a little bit longer if you need to. Then also after adding the coating, if you really want to, you can throw them back in for just a few seconds just to make sure that coating, that zest concentrate really clings to the bait. Right now it feels like it's on there really good, so we're good to go. And now I do have a little excess of that fruit zest concentrate. If you really want to, you can bag up the extra and just save it for your next batch. You know, if you're trying to save a little bit extra money, and or just put it into your pack. You know, your pack, your method, whatever you're fishing with. So, you know, some good options with this. And I hope you enjoyed the series. Like I said, you know, anybody who loves carp fishing is good in my books. You know, no matter what style you do, you know, if you're sitting on a lake all day, pay lake and you're fly fishing, whatever, it's all promoting the sport. And that's what I'm trying to do with my channel, is promote the sport of carp fishing. So, yeah, try to cater to everybody's needs with their videos, just like pay lake fishing. Yeah, doing some puffs for a few guys who have asked about it. So, hope you enjoyed the series. Like, again, any questions, you know, just comment below, and or if you want to see something else. And I'll probably do the one just using the oven, you know, just so you can see that in another video. But I wanted to crank out 3 parts today, just so you can see 3 different varieties of puffs, give you some different ideas at the lakes and see how they work and perform for you. So until next time, hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.